I'm the Doctor, and you are watching the Legend of the Travelling TARDIS podcast. Now, I would love to stick around to see everything that's going on, but unfortunately, my custard cream dispenser's on the fritz, and I cannot afford to attract Cybermen. Enjoy the show!
Spoilers! This is Sophie Aldred with the Legend of the Travelling TARDIS.
Hello and welcome, fellow Whovians. It's me, your host, Paparazzo Dave Chapman. Hello and welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Hi, Jim. We've got a great show for you. I mean, don't we always have a great show for you? We've got another great show for you. We're going to be reviewing The Age of Steel. This is part 2 of a 2-part show of Season 2, which is, of course, David Tennant's first season. But, again, also not me. Uh-oh. Tasty Cake was talking about the future. What are we talking about the future on?
Testes?
Hi. You're here. Hi. Tom, can you hear me now? I think so.
Hey, Clarke. Hey, Clarke. Hey, Clarke. Clarke? You there, Clarke? Hey, Clarke.
What have we done? What have we done? No, we're just gonna go to Michelle now. Michelle, save us from Tom. Hi, how you doing? What's up?
I'm doing good. I'm good. Hey, I just learned this week that there was a live action edition of Sailor Moon, and I never want to hear someone say that Doctor Who in the classic era was cheap production effects. They used a stuffed toy cat to be Luna on this show. So God bless the producers. And so I never want them to say, oh, Doctor Who had bad special effects.
It's true. And I mean, they did the same thing for Sabrina.
That's just, well, at least on Sabrina looked, okay, you can tell it's fake. They actually use like what the Reverend has, like a stuffed cat, and they're like moving it along or stuff. I mean, it's a Japanese TV show, not a lot of money. But I never want to hear somebody say that the Doctor Who was cheap special effects when a live action Sailor Moon exists.
That is a completely true and valid thing. I need to find that.
Yes.
This is Diana, Luna's daughter.
Yeah.
You want to look live action? I could have warned you. I knew about that. I have it on VHS.
I need to find that. I wonder if it's
I actually have it on VHS.
Right
There's
there.
actually 4 versions of live action Sailor Moon. There's even a DIC one that came out, and they are flying space hover glider boards that you see on like Wave Runners and everything. If that's the one you're talking about, there's that one.
I'm not sure what. I just saw clips on
There's
YouTube.
4 versions.
What am I watching? And I never want Doctor Who to be called cheap again.
No, I could have warned you. There's a lot of anime out there, especially since I live in that world half the time, and some friends of mine that we're trying to convince and everything maybe should hitch a ride on here as well and stuff, become a companion and everything. But the minute you said that, let me go find her. She was right up here on the thing. This is Luna and Artemis's daughter, Diana, and everything. So
I've learned that this week. I'm starting to watch Crystals and the manga. So
you got to go back and watch the 94 version and everything and stuff. I actually have those on VHS too. If some of our youngins don't know what VHS is, I still have 3 VCRs behind me there too, and everything, and a record player somewhere, and a certain record that does not exist called Song of the South, and everything. Mint condition.
Nice.
Yep. But otherwise, our normal squishy friend that comes around.
Yeah, Art for Roger. I have to rewatch this episode again to rate it. But we did the last episode last time. Why you don't do that? This isn't unexpected.
You figure part 1, part 2.
Exactly. And next week we'll do whatever the next episode is. I can't remember. Whatever the next episode is, will be the next episode. Isn't that right, Kristen?
Time scale. I'll explain that later on if we ever have an adjunct off of the show.
Oh,
I gotta address this.
Time
scale. Do not encourage Tom about his nasal exploration. This space babies going on out here. It's really disgusting.
I got a booger on
I
my
think I had to
finger.
observe it backstage. It's just like as we were getting set up and we were pulling the cameras off, and we were just like, looking for gold, yeah. Good.
Well, it's the fall.
not
Sometimes
encourage
you get
this,
some
man.
really good ones when the weather starts changing. At least I know
I
I
don't
do.
know. No, this is not going to happen on this show. No.
I'm lucky I took my allergy medicine. Otherwise, I'd be sneezing right now.
This is not happening.
Sega's you've never seen any Sailor Moon?
Oh,
Kind
no.
of impressive, actually.
It's got the boom.
My friend wants her wedding of Sailor Moon to be the theme and everything.
One of my occasional writers is a complete expert. She'll go to like anime conventions, do like how to spot bootleg type things. She knows what she's doing, and yeah, she's a massive Sailor Moon fan. So whenever I have a Sailor Moon game to review, I kind of go, "Here you go, Pauline." Gadget, good. Oh, you're going Betamax on us, Gadget.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah.
I had one of those. My uncle was the coolest. He had all the gadgets and everything.
No pun intended.
Yeah, including me. He used to take care of me. That's how I think I ended up in this world, because I would see Doctor Who, Star Trek, everything, you name it. Even one of my birthday cards was Captain Kirk and Spock.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Tom is
All
not
right.
the boogeyman. He's picking for the boogeyman.
I'm the boogeyman.
Exactly.
Like a nose hair split the mucous membrane from the staphylococcus.
Just shut
Yeah,
your
I catch
eyes.
you all.
Anyway, before you start,
Yeah.
I want to give a big thank you out to, you probably saw the intro, Katie Gangle 44, better known as Katie Hines on TikTok. And she is an awesome 13th Doctor cosplayer. I'm sorry, the phone, I would show you better, but Katie Gangle, spelled Gangel 44 on. And don't forget to tell her the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS sent you. And she was really kind enough to send us quite a few videos as we're going to be going. So watch more shows, and you'll probably see Katie pop in a video or two by surprise. So there
You should throw that in as a banner, Christian, and just punch that in, and we'll pick it up.
I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah,
cool.
There you go. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. One-liner joke for Christian I found online.
What do you call
Wally's cousin who cleans the floors? Flory.
Oh.
Gone, bye. No, we're done. No, get off me. No, stop.
That was you.
Just show yourself out the door.
No, I can't look under these conditions.
Oh wait, what did Reverend have?
Vader, my dear. Vader.
We're just gonna leave it on Christian here because it's just fun.
Stop it.
Okay, fine. There, problem solved.
Oh.
We'll do that instead. So, anyways, yeah, we'll do there. Problem solved. No more troll on Christian.
Bite me.
Oh, he's back.
No, I think Reverend's segueing to something else, because we did lose a lot this day and everything. The voice of Master Splinter.
Yes, we did.
So,
yeah. And one of the comic book writers went also. Yeah. I'm trying to get all the information down about that, about some of the comic book writers, because one of them I think was at New York Comic Con. Yeah.
One of the original Sailor Moon Japanese voice actors died.
Yes, that ties into what we were talking about. Yeah.
Yep. Has not been a great day.
No.
Especially for us 90s kids.
Mm-hmm.
And especially
tomorrow.
Like twice did they say that he was passing, and it turned out nope, he's not gone. And I was like, when I saw him, like, yeah, it's another one of those. You know, he's
but it was
Like,
starting to become
protect
real.
Dick Van Dyke, guys. Protect Dick Van Dyke. He's looking for work.
Bubble wrap.
Okay, but protect him.
He just got his Emmy 2 days
I know,
ago.
that's okay. Just protect him.
All right.
Okay, so we're a Doctor Who podcast, right?
Yes, we are. This is why we're talking about James Earl Jones.
Talking about
How many
boogers and talking about
people's
James
kids
Earl.
didn't try to make a James Earl Jones Vader voice? Seems like he was a nice guy too.
Every time I find one of those portable fans.
Luke.
You'll always be Mufasa to me.
Luke, I am your father. No! That's impossible! Touch your feeling. I was Darth Amagon for a short period of time, so that kind of segues into back into Doctor Who.
Well, with Vader gone, he can be replaced by Darth Jar Jar. Problem solved.
We are so.
Do not give Disney any more bad ideas.
Oh, I wanted that. I wanted that to happen so bad. It's like, come on, do it. Oh,
Well, he's a Lego piece.
Invasion Colchester was amazing. I would like to thank everyone who donated to it. I was going to do it, but I had the car broken into last Thursday and lost the costumes. Oh no!
Oh yeah,
but still attended, so that's good. That's not good.
I was just wow.
You
I
didn't
was
say
gonna ask
anything,
about that.
Yeah, I forgot.
I was just gonna ask him about like how was it, because I keep seeing the videos for it.
How was it? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do our ratings because we are a Doctor Who podcast and we are here to talk about TV.
Nope.
If we'll go off topic again after the show because I got a box.
Uh-oh.
I got a box with stuff in it. I got a box that no longer has my address on it, Christian.
Wait, am I frozen?
Yes. You do appear to be frozen.
Oh my god!
Look at it.
Wait, who let Vanellope in the computer again?
Let it go.
Facing Ralph, we need to get Vanellope out of the computer.
Yeah.
This character has messed up this.
So, everybody at home, we're talking about Age of Steel, or we're trying to. Throw your ratings down, 1 to 10, TARDIS. Let us know what you think of this episode. We'll go through. We're going to ask all of our wonderful panelists what they think, and go from there. I will pop me out of this solo spot, and Christian is still frozen. hey, Christian. While you sit there frozen, what's your number?
Oh my god! Why that?
Hey, Reverend sent Vanellope to Christian.
On that face.
At least he has a smile on his face.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly.
At least it's not me for a change.
What's your rating, Christian? And then if you need to fix something, you can fix something.
Whatever Tom says, 0.1 higher.
Plus 0.1.
Oh, 10.79?
Oh, what's yours then?
9. 9.
I'll play
Yes. Yeah. What's yours? Yeah.
Say 8.5. 8.5.
Tom is 9. Christian is 9.1.
Too freaking happy at this moment. My God.
We are slightly on the insane side, yes. Michelle, what about you? What do you give this?
I'll give it a 9, and y'all didn't realize we were insane. It took us this long to figure it out.
That is a very valid point.
It is not time. Do not encourage this time scales. Do not encourage StreamYard to leave my. Remember when you heard that thing where it's just like, don't do that to your face, or else it's going to freeze like that.
Yes.
That's why I'm not picking my nose.
God. Dang. Oh, my camera just stopped malfunction. What the hell's going on here?
And I'm just going to leave it up here because, this is a great freeze frame to leave it up, especially with the timescales comment there. This is great. It's fabulous. Tom will have screenshotted this later.
Writing it down.
Christian can make this his profile picture. We'll make this the banner picture for the Traveling TARDIS Facebook page.
Time is 6:20.
If you want to see that, put it down in the comments.
Oh my God!
I already screenshot.
My Asian eyes are really squinty right now.
Wrote it down.
Gadget, what's your number?
I'm okay. This is crazy because I didn't want to give it a 9. I didn't want to give it an 8, and I didn't want to give it an 8.5 because it is closer to a 9. Because I think they sped up part 2 too much. That's why. So like an 8.999 like that. Yeah.
8.99999.
Yeah.
Like that. And I'm quite literally typing that in. All right. So that means the first one up is going to be Christian, because we're going to go with 8.5. The 8.5. Or are you going for the 8.5 you said or the 9.1 you said? The Tom plus 1.
Are you laughing at me or are you laughing near me? What is this?
Yes.
No.
Do you need to restart? Do you need to go away? What do we need to do, Christian?
My biggest the camera light was on for a while and then it just went out. So I'll deal with frozen face features today.
Windows 11.
That works.
Yeah.
Artful
Mugshot. Thanks, Artful Roger. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just make that your background. I like it.
I can pick my nose now. Nobody can figure it out.
He seemed quiet. He kept himself.
Frozen Christian. You gave this an 8.5. Why did you give it an 8.5? What's good? What's bad? What's ugly?
Why did you end on ugly? I hate you.
Because that's the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what the movie's called.
Good night. Anyway, 8.5. I thought this was a good episode. It wasn't bad. I think it was just on the same writing principle as The Rise of the Cybermen. There was no... Jesus, why am I staring at me? Okay, let me put this up so I won't feel so bad about life. I kind of like that the feature of the slide over dimension type deal. I did find it interesting, the Mickey Ricky type deal. I thought that was a nice little, I guess for a better term, a comedic twist to it. But I just, to me, it wasn't the greatest of the stories, but it wasn't bad at all. And I just I think at the time it was just because it was a Cyberman story and the Cybermen were back, but they're not the Mundosian Cybermen. They're the Pete's World Cybermen, I guess for a better term out there. And I was really happy about that, that they were coming back. And I kind of like it when they do that shuffle, what I mentioned in previous episodes, where they bring back Daleks and they bring the Udin and they bring back the Cybermen and then they bring in the Weeping Angels and kind of mix it up out there. Because I think a lot of these classic monsters, they're starting to bring them back like the Sea Devil. They're getting their whole show, from what I understand.
Yeah,
they're getting their own whole show. So I just
yeah.
But I remember the Sea Devils that took their time to get over the waves, trying to crawl up the beach, and all of a sudden they could just jump from a boat and from a mile away. I'm like, okay, I guess it's a thing now. Yeah. So I just really like this story. I think it was well written. I kind of like they were playing this thing where they were kind of in another dimension. Same thing with Inferno. I like to play on that. I don't want to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is I think there were just little tidbit stories to this, where I forgot her name, the one in the picture.
Oh, Mrs.
Morris or
Morris.
Yeah,
Mrs. Moore, was that the one?
Think so.
Her real name, her real name, or her?
No, the character, because I meant she was in it for just a short amount of time, and you the dialogue that they had built up, and you kind of felt bad for her when ultimately met her demise. Spoilers. It's hard to explain this episode about why I like it. It was just little things that were added together. About Jack, about Pete's, second life, second world life or whatever. And also you got to see Jake Simmons, who was his best buddy, Ricky or Mickey's best buddy out there. And I think that's the best way I can put it. There were just a combination of little stories that added up together to make one big story, and I liked it.
There we go.
What didn't work for me were the Zeppelins. I still don't know to this day why the Zeppelins were even used. I mean, I think they were kind of cool. I love the bit about the earpiece that that looked like it made the Cybermen's head when they were laughing and everything in a joke. But yeah, and especially this little story right here.
Yeah,
that brought it home. At least now we started seeing a fleshing out of Mickey's character, as opposed to he's the guy in the garage, or he's the tin dog. Now we're starting to see him flesh out now that he's interacting and with other characters and being the writing I think he deserves. So that's just me.
Yeah,
God, get me off of this.
Wow.
Forget it.
No. Fine.
Mark, shut up. Guys are all just, you know what? So,
I like
hello,
it.
Dividing Dragon. Welcome, Dividing Dragon.
All right, Kristen. So here's here's what I think we need to do.
Okay.
We should do a commercial break before we do with our next person.
Okay.
Do you want me to do? You're just gonna, if you're gonna deal with the frozen face thing, you can run the commercials as you normally would. Otherwise, if you need to restart or something, I can do that.
I don't want to screw things up.
All right, then it is all you. Go ahead and run those commercials. Everybody else, please hold on while we pay the bills and maybe eventually get Christian a new computer that doesn't suck. And stay tuned. Part of Legend.
And see more of my face just frozen this way when we return to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And don't forget to put your reviews and your numbers in the chat when we return. Please continue to stay logged on, tune in. We'll be right back.
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplayer themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
Hey everybody, welcome back to an all-new X's for Show, your premier show for streaming media content.
A great creative team and a great concept that is years in the making.
That's certainly one of the interesting things about this as a program.
Hot names, even hotter ideas.
The silliest version of every single one.
Hot names, even hotter ideas.
Everybody is so even-keeled. That is a nonsense thing that you just said.
I'm not wrong. I've seen all the films.
I get what you're saying. I hate it.
It's really ugly to call out a genius on air.
Nobody screams at each other and goes,
I will fight you! Wow, what a great moment for our show.
Truly, we did it.
This would be a great jumping on point for you.
2,000 episodes in.
Every weekend and Wednesdays.
Shows no signs of stopping.
You can check the show out at X's for Show.
Come on. I mean, we've got a show, baby. Just, you gotta trust us. It's gonna be good.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Hey, I'm Sophia Miles, and this is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
And I just want to let people know. I hate you. I hate you. Anyway, you know what? Just for that, everybody give a like or a thumbs up if you want me to try to reboot my camera, or give it what's the other thing? Give it a heart if you want me to stay this way, fixated in this picture.
It only works if people are watching on Facebook, though.
That's true. Anyway, welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. Our host tonight is Ed Paparazzo, Dave Chapman from the rathole.ca, and our wonderful team of the Reverend Abmagan Michelle from the what was it called?
Wow.
Oh. Michelle, what is it called? The TARDIS
Archives.
Or TARDIS Archives, I'm sorry. And the lovely Gadget from our website. Please make sure you visit thelegendofthetravelingtardis.com because she takes good care of us out there, and visit her website at gadgetbanddragon.com. Also, you saw that little preview we are going to be beginning the 31 days of Halloween, starting October 1st, ending October 31st. But if you want to get started, we've already taken some pictures from Halloween Horror Nights here at Universal Orlando, and those are up as well. So check them out. And we're going to spend the next 31 days, starting October 1st, with the most spookiest and terrifying pictures from around the Hooniverse and the traveling TARDIS out there, and some videos to boot out there. So don't forget to check it out.
Screenshot right here.
Shut.
638.
I'm just laughing at all the hearts that are going on. It's like poop.
Oh.
And Michelle, you look like that, right?
That's kind of like what they were using. It was
That's
like,
kind of what they were using.
And just for the record, Christian.
It was more like
Yes.
the legs, but it's
Like it was walking like this. Like you seen the Lion King, right? Like the
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
And it was
Don't
talking.
encourage
It
this
was like it
game.
was moving, like it was talking.
Wait, is that
All the hearts. All the hearts.
ours was like this?
Oh yeah, that was me.
It was
No,
like
I get-
Luna
no.
was kind of talking like this. It's like
Roger, I get what you're saying. I just didn't like it as a device. That's all. It didn't work with me as far as the Zeppelins are concerned. But I think I wanted more from the Zeppelins if they're going to make it a thing in there. But that was just...
Yes, welcome, Divining Dragon, because you were saying hello to everybody as we went to commercials. Welcome.
You have.
I welcome, and I'm sorry.
We are altered here. A little.
I'm not looking. It's just too silly. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Completely
Oh, Divining Dragon is actually listening to us in his car. Well, he's missing a great picture. Sorry, Divining Dragon.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait till you get to the YouTube channel and watch it. You'll be...
All right, so
Frozen when your heart's not open.
Who is next? I think it is Gadget, whose number was 8.99999, like that.
Yeah. Everything.
You would.
Oh, look at the hearts. Oh God, where do I begin? Because this part 2 was interesting. It had a lot of crazy things in it. Between duality of Mickey and
shut up,
Mickey
Nico.
and everything, you know? Oh God, don't lie. Yeah, what else? Yeah, the duality of that, because that is alternate universe. You get, depending on how you were brought up and everything and stuff. Also the fact that it was funny how the doctor knew Mickey was in with the computers and everything and stuff, and all trying to get everything and get the code and stuff. There were a lot of like cool points about it and everything, but I saw more about how we lost humanity in becoming the perfect model, the perfect to replace pain, because with having that chip, the inhibitor chip, you lost who you were. And that's what I'm noticing with technology and AI. You don't have a soul. You don't have anything. And that's what I think the doctor was trying to say about everything, because the creator became the creation when his creations took over and made him one of them and everything, to be perfect and all and stuff. And you lost, like the girl who was supposed to be married the next day turned out like they were removing the Iron Man heart thing. And it was like, to find out she was going to be married, that her husband couldn't see her when she got her emotions back and everything. And is it right for that type of death to have death again and everything? But at the end, I was more wondering, as a joke, they should have said, let's go to grandma's and fix the rug before something happens. But I saw, and I thought there was like some kind of more than brothers between when it was Ricky and the other, his friend and everything. But when Mickey at the end, you could see how now they became like friends and everything. But you could see the emotion when he found out that Ricky had died and everything and stuff. So it's like the duality, and to balance the universe out the way they said, because it's eventually something has to level out, you know?
Right.
And the Zeppelins, Christian, that was because of the undertone themes, because some people want a perfect society. And that was a long time ago too. Some people viewed everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be uniformed. Everything has to be the same and everything. We're walking zombies while we're doing this, you know, and everything. We're not checking facts. We're not questioning things because we are all uniformed and told this is what we're supposed to think, act like. That's what I get from that with the Cybermen, that with no emotions, how do you rationalize the world and everything? How do you feel?
No, I totally what you're going with there, Gadget. I'm just like, I understand whatever that. Just didn't like Zeppelins as a device. I want something else.
Cool.
Because they were trying to hint to the backstory, I think. Yeah. But I still feel like it should have been more, because you could have tied up some other loose ends and everything, because of like his grandmother, go back to his grandmother, you know, and everything. And that when he was trying to process Rose as what's going on when she finally calls him, so spoiler dad and everything, but we already knew and everything. But it was like, at least she wasn't the dog, you know, because when he said that, oh, my dog's name is Rose, you know, and it's just one of those. And I'm more waiting for the next inclination of this and everything, because it all comes to fruition later on and everything. That was it really meant to be in the alternate world? Did it become everyone come happier, get what they want, or did it just open a can of worms?
Worms. Yes, feed the algorithm, people. Feed the algorithm. Feed the algorithm love and hearts for Christian.
Or earworms, you know, or with headphones.
I love you all, but I hate you all.
You know, we did hearts like this. This was hearts. You know?
Yeah, but I'm old, and this is the one that makes my thing go.
Look at Mark.
You, Kristen, because we love you.
I know. Apparently,
something. That having been said, segue. Tom and Michelle are both a 9.
All right.
Where's the coins?
Michelle, even or odd?
Even.
Even. All right.
Yeah, because I'm odd.
True.
Whoa.
What the heck? Wait. Did you just throw it at something and it just bounced back off your mic?
Did you?
Exactly what happened.
What?
What the deuce?
How is that even possible?
At this wall.
Oh, okay.
Back off onto my desk.
You could not have played that perfectly.
Good night. What the hell?
Wow, I didn't know you had such big houses in Canada.
So, anyways, yeah, we have to. People are warming. So it did land. I'm not going to show you over there. That's a giant mess. But it landed on a 6, so it landed even. Michelle, you're next. Why did you give it a 9? Why not a 10? What'd you love? What'd you hate?
Well, I thought it was actually a lot better than the first part. So it was much more fast moving than the first part. The first part, even though I gave it a 9, I really should have almost given it an 8 or an 8.5 because it seemed at points to be a little slow. I thought this was a much more better episode, like more quicker moving episode. One of the things I really appreciated out of this episode was that it gave Mickey a good ending story to his journey. That's one area where New Who kind of struggles, is how to write a companion out. I thought this was an interesting way of having him go and taking their Ricky place so that he could live with purpose, with a mission to defeat the Cybermen, but also to care for his grandma that had died in his world. So that was a good way of writing Ricky out. It wasn't. I mean, it's a good episode. It's not the great episode because this is based off of Spare Parts, the Big Finish audio drama, and Spare Parts is a 10, so nothing can compete with Spare Parts and that. So it's a good solid episode. It's not a 10 episode in my viewpoint.
Okay, that's reasonable, and I definitely agree. I love how they closed Ricky out. I mean, I'm happy that he's just gone because I still don't like him, but they did treat him very well in this, and you get to see, you get to see the Doctor realize, okay, maybe I've misjudged him.
You actually see growth from the first episode
Yeah.
where he's this coward and hanging on and being eaten by a burping trash can to now a person who's willing to get into a rebellion. I expect he has the skills to get into the computer to hack it too. So he's got purpose in this world.
Right.
Well, we knew the skills from World War III when he was launching the rocket and stuff. So.
That's right, but yeah, you're seeing that he's grown in character. He's not more than just the 10 dog. He can actually contribute something to his world.
Yeah. And I did love the whole ending with him, the doctor going, okay, I'm on camera. Mickey's clearly watching.
Yeah, that was
can figure this out.
Yeah, and then he goes and he's like, N% and
Yeah.
do this and then Rose goes, "Oh, it's for you," and hands him the phone.
That was a delightful. And honestly, that is totally a David Tennant doctor bit in there.
And he really felt like the report of the journey where he's becoming the doctor now in this episode. You can feel that he's got the gravitas a couple times where he's like, if you're going to go for revenge, you're not going to be my friend anymore. You don't want to be my,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't piss me off.
Yeah, don't piss me off. The gravitas when he's chewing out the Cybermen, and then also when he's doing the whole talking is almost a Tom Baker-ish moment where he's like, and oh, by the way, where you think it's just a random, just gobble, just the ravings of a madman. He's like, actually telling him, oh, well, you can look here and here's the numbers and.
Yeah, and where was that again? Right.
Yes. And then finally you can push send at the end.
Yeah. No, I did. That was a great scene, and I agree with you. Mickey did. It was a really good closure moment for him, and for his character. And that yes, we will totally get to your numbers. If you haven't already given your ratings, give us your ratings and why. Dum dum dum. But before we get to your ratings, I see Tom holding his list up, going. Me.
No, it's blocking Christian's smiling face because I guess can't stop laughing.
Oh, that's fair.
Now I gotta go hit the heart button again. Oh, 100%.
Tommy rating, what was it?
9. Because of the feel of it.
9.
I'm not wrong. I know nothing. So, in the jungle, the quiet jungle, the terror.
Thank you, Sergeant Schultz.
Yeah. Schultz. Let's see. It was kind of campy. It had to be because it was a very serious situation with Lumic saying, "How will you do that? From beyond the grave?" Okay. But it's Doctor Who. I appreciate the campiness. Hence why I am. Tasty cake. The feeling of parallel universe using retcon, bring back people. I had no problem with that. I like doing parallel universes retcon. I do it all the time. The March to the Cybermen. Well, I know nothing. Just saying. But people were complaining so much about the Cybersmen. It's like, this is not the Mondasians. They did not evolve slowly replacing itself. This was what the new form of technology. Okay, you're dying, your brain is still alive, puts you in the body of a killing machine.
Well, let me throw a question out to everybody. I'm sorry, Tom, but let me ask this question. Would it have been bad if they somehow followed up on the Mondasians?
Yeah, parallel universe.
But there was no doctor.
Just a madman.
I mean, what would have made a difference if we brought back the Mondasians and extended their storyline to bring them up to the present day, as opposed to this alternate? I'm curious what people think. Would have made a difference. It would have made the story better, worse.
It would have been a different story.
It definitely would have been a different story.
I don't think it
would
is
have been
better
spare parts.
or worse. Just it wouldn't be this story.
Right.
It would just been spare parts with the Fifth Doctor. This is the adaptation of it. With the Cybersmen, someone stated that when Loomis had the idea of extending life by putting a brain in the body with these first homeless people that were transformed to Cybermen. Maybe they're the ones that had the thought of, well, let's do something about our leader here, hence the rise of the Cybermen. But no, this is just a maniacal billionaire with had nothing else to do but create an army of killers. So I was like, well, but sadly, this is what we go through in today's times. The Zeppelins of, well, it's kind of that society of, well, we traveled, yet they have cars, but the only way to travel in the sky is Zeppelin. So you're trying to set, this is our setbacks here and there, but we have technology that can turn us off and on like that. These are very disturbing creatures. I mean, as this was setting up for the future episodes, which we like, but was it a bit of a too much kind of slow? It's like, oh, here you have Pete and Rose going off in this direction, not really a necessary story. The Doctor doing this thing, not really necessary, but the story of Mickey, showing the growth of his character, how Noel actually did something about it. Ricky was one dimensional, which was fine. He was going to die anyway. But exploration of Mickey. I found out there was a deleted scene, and it was going to be at the very end, saying that Jake said, to Mickey, so my boyfriend. So that was going to be the relationship that was taken out. If that was still put in, then we go back a little bit to when Mickey says, oh, it was Ricky, he died. That emotion from Jake would have just stood out even further. But what kind of, I'm trying to throw in this big words, detrimental cause others say, oh, well, Ricky and Jake were boyfriends together. So I don't know. It would have made everything stronger, but decisions were made. Everything was there. Pete was a bit different, which was good. Mrs. Moore was awesome. Cybermen, it's just robots with a CPU for a brain. Parallel universe. We have Zeppelins. We have Terminators. It's the way it is. It's just thinking outside without changing main continuity. It would have been how they evolved would have been scarier, but I know nothing. So Mickey saves the world.
I think the only thing about Jake and Ricky, why they left that out, I think it's because just of the pacing, because I couldn't see any reason, and you're right, it would have added a dynamic as to why Jake's investment in what he's doing, was raised up. But
and why he was so upset, like I said, like they became brothers more now as this than they did before.
It's just a little notch in there, so it may have affected others more, may have affected them less, who knows, but decisions are always made that way. Everything has to be edited out for time, mostly, as Sylvester keeps saying about. Why did Lumic crash the party when he just knows he's going to kill and convert people in the first place? Like, just to show that he's a nut job? It's like, you have the power with the controls and the ears. All you just had to do is focus them through the factories and go slice, pop, boop. It was very simple.
That is a very good point. I mean, he had control of their brains anyway. So
just
why not just
violence inherited in the system? Oh, look, the violence inherited in the system. Help, I'm being repressed.
Well, not like that, but when their earpieces went active, they froze. So anybody could have just picked them up, put them in the truck, and let's go. So
it was terrifying. People say, "Oh, look, they're coming to your homes. They're going to kill you right away." Like, don't you want to convert them? Why? But it's for television. That's what people want to see. They want to have the horror sense of Cybermen coming after you.
Really?
I'm not saying that either. Crash the party.
I'm from Florida. It's Mondosian. I'm sorry, Lois.
Mondasian?
Yes, it's Mondasian.
Yeah.
Pronunciation. The emphasis is on the ass.
Yeah,
that's why I think that was left out.
Mark Robinson, are you still in the comments? You can answer this better than any of us can. Yeah, that would be interesting to get our new flying hover cars
instead of electric cars, which die.
I'd rather, as long as we get a hoverboard,
you die in them.
And die in them. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
but basically,
I want a Jetsons car, man. We were promised that.
Yep.
His boy Elroy. But it all knows the reason of why they were created, just to mimic a horrible time in history.
Jetsons cars work.
And it's, sadly, it's going to happen. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
it could have been restored better, a little more historic, for any bit of history, making things right. But no, it's getting people in. It's like Cybermen, delete. Holy crap! And they're better than Daleks. Discuss.
Single out people, put them in certain areas to be deleted out or modified.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they mentioned that if you don't make the cut, you get incinerated. They did bring that up.
Yep.
Not everyone is good enough to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Not even.
Stop.
I didn't even do that. I was like, wait a minute.
How did that happen?
That was good timing.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't me. I'm just pressing the heart button.
Are you serious? I didn't click. My mouse is all the way to.
And I got nothing over
straight
here.
up. I did not do
Nobody
that.
I did that. I was putting it back.
I'm not a moderator. Don't know.
Unfreeze him. The only way to unfreeze him is to do that. There. Poof. Gone. Poof. He's still frozen. He's just not there.
Wait.
Oh no! I screwed it up. Damn it!
He's in the alternate universe void. He's in the black hole.
Yeah.
Another Disney movie.
Pause your camera, Christian. See if it'll at least give us the
No,
logo.
it's paused. It's not even online. That's the thing.
Like the button that we would do it, like the stop cam button.
Oh, let me see. Hang on a second. Hang on. Let me just do this. Let me take myself out of the. Let me see if I.
Okay. So, anyways, folks, that does kind of me.
This is.
I don't know. I.
It's not me.
I think I have to give it about an 8.7.
Oh, interesting.
Just to be difficult, mostly. No, it's. I really did enjoy this episode. It's a good episode. I appreciate that Mickey got his redemption arc. I'm happy he's gone. I still don't like him, but I really do appreciate how they handled him in both of these episodes, quite frankly. I think and it leaves things open. I know Christian's not a big fan of a new form of Cyberman, but I really do. And would I have the same opinion 20 years ago when this came out? Maybe not. But one of the things I did last year was review a game called Doctor Who Nemesis. It has nothing to do with the board game Nemesis. If you know that, it is closer to the Villainous series that is like Disney and Star Wars, where you play the villains. And so I did a review of the game, and then I did a whole review of each of the 4 villains that each of the Doctor's nemesis that you could play, including the Cybermen. And it was a rabbit hole. Because I put in a little bit of a here's a primer if you only kind of peripherally know this character. I'm like, I want to throw a little bit more info about the Cybermen. And it took me a couple of days of just rabbit hole. Because there's so many versions of those characters. And it's great. Michelle, are you frozen now? No, you're not. Okay, good.
No,
it looks like you might have been for a second there.
No, I was listening to what you were saying.
Yeah, that's fair. Like there's so many different versions of it. And I love when, and I think I've mentioned this before last week, when Capaldi was saying, you know what? They're inevitable. Any society that gets to a certain point will result in Cybermen. And that's a terrifying thought, that no matter what we do, if we don't actively try not to get Cybermen, you're going to get Cybermen. Is that how you want Cybermen? That's how you get Cybermen. But I've really enjoyed the different versions, and I think that there is so much more that we could get out of Cybermen as a villain, as an antagonist, more so than Daleks, for example. We get Daleks too much, but there's only so much you can do with Daleks. They're trash cans with a plunger on them. There's only so much you can do. Whereas the way they've evolved with the Cybermen, and you've got all of these different ways they could appear. I really want the reverse, and I mentioned this in the Girl of the Fireplace, where the clockwork droid started pulling in human bits. They're anti-Cybermen and could eventually just turn into Cybermen that way of, going into biology and then back out of it again. And I think that would be fabulous. Can't you just picture, the artwork, the mask artwork but on a Cyberman head, or the dots from Dot and Bubble? They build themselves a body, and now you've got a Terminator glowing red eye that is the Dot and Cybermen. I think there's so many great ideas that you could do. Mark said, Mark, remind, what is everyone's favorite type of Cyberman? That's valid. Let's ask that question to you guys. Do you guys have a preference on what? We know what Christian's answer is. Christian is still in the process of restarting, but we know what Christian's answer is. He likes the original Mondasians, or Mondosians as he calls them. Tom, do you have a preference?
Still thinking about it.
How about you, Michelle?
My favorite are the 1980s design.
Okay.
The mixture of
cyber
human
neomorphs
and metal or machinery.
Mm-hmm.
I also love David Banks as a cyber controller.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
Gadget, what about you? Do you have a
I was little when I first saw what the Cybermen were, but what got me was the thing running a little cyber rat. That to me was more fun at like 3-4 years old than the monsters, because I always thought they were like the monsters, I called them when I was little and everything. But that little thing running around was like, oh, that's cute. I want to pet one.
No, you don't.
Almost 3-4. I didn't know any better,
Yeah. I for me it was the lone Cyberman. I loved his character.
God.
It's even better.
705.
He just screwing with it. I had to bring it up before he stopped screwing with us so that we could get a good screenshot of that.
No,
later.
705.
It looked like a DMV picture.
Yes,
No,
that I take, but I know.
No, get off me. What are you doing here? It just, I do not want.
The question that was given was, do you have a preferred type of a favorite Cyberman? We already know your answers, so yeah.
I like classic. I like Silver Nemesis. I love those guys. That's just me.
Fair.
I'll go back to cyber neomorphs because it was the 80s when I discovered Doctor Who. It was a cross between a Lost Legion and I think it was they found the Telosians. Yes. Well, they rescued back in Tomb of Cybermen this lost faction fleet of Cybermen, got to Telos, opened it up, saved them, and that's why they created the cyber neomorphs. So that was that nice mix there. So yeah, I'll stick with them.
Yeah. Nico, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is the half, we go from the clockwork droids to the half-faced man, and then they keep evolving from there and evolve full circle to being, clockwork Cybermen. That would probably look very similar to the Cyber Masters, Cyber Lords, whatever the hell we end up calling those ones, the Time Lord versions. Hey, Jim. Yes, welcome back, Christian. We love you, Christian.
Get off me.
No, wait. This Cyberman set, right, took the people's brains and put them inside a metal container, right?
Yes.
Isn't it the same as the a Dalek? They took the people and put them in a metal container?
Sort of, except the Daleks.
Yeah.
Aliens are mutated.
It depends upon
bodies
which,
in there.
Yeah, it depends upon which storyline you're going to believe. The Thal storyline, the Davros storyline.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Generally speaking, the Dalek, what we see as Dalek, is a tank. It's a a vehicle, not a body, as opposed to
with a gooey center. With a gooey center.
Where the Cybermen are more
nuggety center.
body.
Because I was trying to figure that out. I was like, wait a minute, these are more like Dalek Cybermen than they are. Yeah. Because they had that gooey center that they created in there when they pulled the thing off her chest, and yeah.
In theory, a Dalek could leave. If the circumstances are right, like the Dalek could exist without.
Yeah, they did that in what was the first Proctor Trown story where you saw the tail end of them, and that was creepy. Like these little going across the floor going into his casing.
Yeah, it's like the current run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the comics, when Kang was involved in that, you got a little bit of that same sort of a moment. Little brain thing just kind of oozing around.
Here's the weird part, Mark. I didn't like the wooden Cybermen either, but I want one. I want like a tiny wooden action. I have there's no reason. I just kind of like them.
What are they called?
Daleks are genetic mutant born. A
There was one before that.
Oh, a tank for mutant squigs.
Okay. I thought I saw something.
That's what you thought. You said, yeah, that is. You saw exactly what you thought you saw.
Like, wait a minute.
And Dave, if you want to go to the what? No, wait a minute. Michelle, do that again.
Yeah.
Somebody take a video of that. Make it a GIF. I want that.
That's like the
Was that Christian?
Now, was that Christian? You wanted?
No, flail like a Muppet. Come on, Christian, flail like a Muppet.
Dave, we got people in the chats who want to give their review. So
okay, let's go to the chats, Christian.
Got it. For time scales, I will rate now because I have to. Oh, okay. Well, watch it. Like Age of Steel, 9 out of 10. Boom.
Okay.
Gotcha. And the Candyman, 7.4.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Give it a little drop.
If we had him on, that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you
I
7.4.
give an 8, and then Jim changed it to as 8+.
Okay.
You had to explain that one, Jim. I'd get it there. For Roger, the next episode is Idiot's Lantern. Dave, I've seen that once or twice, so I can't wait to rate it next week.
Excellent. Yes, Idiot's Lantern next week. This is going to be all sorts of fun.
Unless
Gigabat gives it an 8.
Unless somebody comes
Is that a two-parter? No, I can't remember.
No, it's just one parter.
Okay, so the next one is I can look it up now. And
Cyberman was scarier than Missy's Cyberman from cyberspace.
Yeah, the next one's a two-parter. It goes into an Impossible Planet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Is that why we kept calling him?
Oh, Mrs. Magpie, Mr. Magpie. Yeah. Okay.
What else we got? Do we have any more ratings in there?
That was it.
That was it.
If I can do something real fast.
I don't know.
Unless you want to jump in. I want to give a big shout out to Fanboy Expo. Trying to get that. There we go. Whoops. There we go.
Whoops.
And Gadget, you can tell people about this person individually more.
Yeah, that's my favorite person in the world, John Swayze, the voice of All for One and many of your favorite anime and other types of voice acting shows. And we're trying to see if we can get him on the show to school him on. Maybe we can teach him about Doctor Who, because I really do love this picture. This is classic John right now. Everything. And
it's a bit of a Whovian, but I don't know how steep it is out there. So John, we might be able to get him on. And she's always going to now be Romana to me. She will always now be Romana to me.
Mm-hmm.
Juliet Lewin-Dow from the Buffy series. And she's got her own series called Slaying It on the podcast. She's got her own podcast where they review with the actors as they watch the show in real time. But everybody jumped for this one.
Yes.
I
His
love
show
John.
knocked off Doctor Who on something else.
You throw me TARDIS, I throw you whip. And as soon as I was about to grab and goes, take a picture, you're not getting it back.
Oh, I'm 100% showing this to him next time he comes through Alberta, because he comes through
John.
between Edmonton and Calgary semi-frequently.
Well, a lot of our fans know one of his shows made Doctor Who with a toss-up with Fox and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to definitely give a shout out. Yesterday was the birthday of Janet Fielding.
Yay!
Gorgeous 71. So happy birthday, Janet. I haven't done birthdays in quite some time, so I had to bring it back. So she turned 71 as of yesterday. So happy birthday, Janet. Her holding the TARDIS. I'm not exactly sure why she wanted to stick her hand into it, but that was her thing. So.
Her hands are tiny. I know how much space is in there. Her hands are
know.
tiny.
I know. It's like,
well, she there's a few pictures, but that one is the premiere one. And shall we do the thank yous, or do you want to wait for that one, Dave?
Which thank yous? Or just in general?
The milestones.
Oh yeah, let's do that now.
You got it. Big thank you for everybody who's been watching, and these are numbers I would have never dreamt of ever. And God,
we're all in
one
shock.
of them actually, one of them hit on Star Trek Day of all days. Well, we're totally excited that
American Star Trek Day.
Exactly. Okay, is there a different one in Canada?
Yes.
Really?
It's 2 days earlier. Star Trek debuted 2 days earlier on September 6th.
In Canada.
In Canada.
Oh, okay.
Because of Shatner Nimoy, probably.
For all of you who've been watching all of our videos, and especially the shorts and all of our panels and everything that we've accomplished, we've gotten over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for everybody who took a moment just to give us a view and bringing us to 1 million as we enter our 4th year coming in January of 2025. But this is the number I'm still 30,000 subscribers. That's the one that I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
We're real. Wacky and real.
they're all, well, just for the fact that everybody, 30,000 of you decided, hey, I'll give them a shot and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. And there's many more of you coming. And if you haven't told your friends, go ahead and let them know about the zaniness that we do, especially when your camera freezes up in the most bizarre picture. 30,000 subscribers.
You're sitting through this episode. Thank you.
Yep.
I do want to point out we're actually at 30.3. So we're
wow.
Wow.
They're coming in
with my mouse, like you can see that
30,300. So, and 1,200 videos for you to look from him. And if you're just in the mood for, like, we have Christmas,
was that 1.2K? Wait, wow! I just saw that. Yeah,
1,200 videos up there. And then we've been reviewing stuff, and we wanted to turn the clock back and hit up all the new Who stuff, and definitely we'll be going into Classic Who as well. And just having a good time. And Dave's camera is gone. There we go. Why can't it freeze on your picture? So
I've been pixelated for years, so I'm happy this is happening.
We want to thank you all for being there, just giving us a chance, and hopefully more people will come and see what everything is all about. And we have 74,000 Facebook subscribers. That's not nuts. So, you guys are bored, and we love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Who would have thought a little TARDIS wandering around would end up this?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at him right there.
You started it.
Yep. That little one.
All you freak.
Try to put your hand in it.
What's it? Yeah. No.
Is that the one that you left? Is that the one that you left in the bathroom stall once?
This is the same TARDIS since day one. Is that
the one that you left in the bathroom stall, though?
I don't tell people.
And then we have
cleaned and sanitized it quite some time after that. So
that's why he's gray. Only shades of.
Actually, Michelle, I don't know if you told.
No, he's the TARDIS from the first episode.
Get
it?
Yeah.
Bravo.
This is the reason why it was it's now gray. It used to be full blue, and if you actually look at the older pictures, it is completely blue. It even has the pull to open door, which used to be there. And Chris, one day in the third year, I think it's because I took it underwater over at SeaWorld. It started to chip, so some of the paint started coming off, and we would repaint it, and the paint would just continue to come off over and over again. And it turned out it didn't have any primer in it. So Chrissy one morning decides, okay, let's go ahead and scrape the whole thing off, repaint it, and put some primer on it so it stopped. And then I took it to, I think it was either Downtown Disney or Halloween Horror Nights, because if you took pictures of the TARDIS then, it came out as a silhouette when it was being shown the light. This TARDIS now absorbs the light and becomes a character on its own. So definitely a lot of pictures of that. But yeah, that's the same one. And I don't tell people about the toilet thing. I think
mine is still mint in box in the other room.
See, you mentioned it on the podcast, and I don't forget stuff like that.
Squishy joined. When did Squishy joined a while ago, right?
Yep. Well, the idea of the traveling TARDIS was to get other people to get a TARDIS and take pictures around with it. And
Yep. All our TARDISes.
Somewhere over there. Pinkish TARDIS.
I don't want to grab all my TARDISes. Oh my God.
TARDIS.
Happiness Patrol TARDIS.
Yeah. This is
TARDIS over there. TARDIS over there. TARDIS over there. TARDIS over there. TARDIS up there.
You're not going to get it?
TARDIS behind him on the Christmas thing on the shelf.
Yeah, let's do the
Got
sign.
a billion things
there.
that you always.
There's
got a billion trinkets in there.
There's TARDIS over there. TARDIS
Yeah.
over there. TARDIS right there. That's where my YouTuber will go soon. Just saying.
Happiness Patrol. Yeah, the Happiness Patrol TARDIS. It was pink for 5 minutes. Oh, is that the cookie jar?
Yes, I got it last year at an anime conference. It was funny because then every time I was trying to, after I got it, every time, because I put my water bottle in, and every time I went to go sign, like for making a purchase, you heard it going, it making it sounds.
You too. The mine don't want to make the sounds now either.
No, probably I think the battery died, but yeah, but I got it last year at an anime con in Fredericksburg.
You're gonna laugh. I got that same TARDIS at a garage sale for like $2, and I've been taking that.
This baby for $5. Yeah,
it was. I got that, and and you'll see it if you come out this week, and we'll talk about Ancient City. But I brought the TARDIS to actually hold this TARDIS to protect it when we were taking it, and Jessica, one of our panelists. Who travels with us around the conventions here in Central Florida, she opened up the box, and I had a big, huge thing of sanitizer. She took the sanitizer, threw it into the TARDIS, and now it's TARDIS-tizer. So I've been carrying this big, huge thing of TARDIS sanitizer and the TARDIS, and I put the TARDIS-tizer together at every convention since we had COVID.
I never bought that
one.
one.
I want to see the clock. I want to see
the alarm clock. That is in no way the correct time. And I actually have a second one of these because a friend of mine had won one or gotten one. Yeah, this one's old enough that the sticker's coming off. But a friend of mine got this as well, and he's like, I can't get it to shut up. Took the batteries out and gave it to me. So we got a second one.
I have a TARDIS jewelry box.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it that? Wait. Oh, you have the TARDIS jewelry box.
Jewelry. I can talk.
It's okay. No,
I have this one too. It's the USB one that you put all the. It's a little dusty.
Yeah.
It's a little one.
It's a better days.
that
I
either.
have.
Yeah. This would have been like the backup if anything had ever happened. And there's one somewhere next door at my parents' that's glued to a doll's hand because if some of our companions remember, I used to bring a doll with me as my companion. It's a New York Comic-Con for the little kids to hold and everything. But yeah, craziness, right? We all TARDISes all over the place.
Upstairs somewhere, I've got a tiny little, smaller than your thumb TARDIS that I got when I was out running amok with Mark Robinson. And I've got a TARDIS mug down at the bottom that's kind of too far for me to get, and a TARDIS and Dalek salt and pepper set.
Do you have the tea set?
I don't have the tea set.
I think I have the tea set somewhere around here.
I've got a handful of the
Oh, what's that, Christian?
No, I never used it. It was a TARDIS calendar for 2023. I never even used it. And then I found this. I've never used this at all. It's a TARDIS trinket tray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Joey's time.
So
I got a unique one. This one I had my friend in England who was making the heads of me for the Doctor Who figures and Cybermen. I said I wanted a TARDIS with different colors. The blue, based on the black and white audio, and of course on the back, pink. So I just kind of swap it over based on what time period. So we're in September, or whatever month it's going to be. So covering both sides, black and white from the audio, pink in the back, and blue. So unique Q. You know, it shows there. There.
Oh, that was
lapis TARDIS.
Ooh, wow.
That's nice.
Nice.
I think I got this from the Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. I think I got this from Hobby.
I took it down. I put it back up. We got the same thing. Pretty much. They had the red one, but we had the blue one when it came out. Yeah.
We got the back scratcher. Definitely need it for during shows. I might use it, but
I can't find my back scratcher.
And remember the keychains?
Oh my god, we're just doing TARDIS showings all night.
We have backups in case anything ever happens to Squishy and Original.
Well,
we have.
If anything happens to Original, I'll find it.
We're gonna find another one.
My Time Lord.
One of our fans may even have one.
Time Lord era.
Michelle, I've been telling people, people have been asking me, it's like, where would you like your TARDIS to go? And I said, to be perfectly honest, if I had unlimited crazy budget, I want the damn thing sent to the ISS.
Yes.
I want it to be the first TARDIS to go into space.
Yeah.
Literally into space.
It was the first TARDIS on the Elizabeth line in London.
Yeah. I was just there you go.
And then a friend of mine for my birthday last year, she gave me a little seal, TARDIS seal. So I have a TARDIS seal.
That's cute.
Oh wait, not the kind of seal.
No, that's art.
The Fifth Doctor's prototype Fifth Doctor's TARDIS, which fell off the truck in China.
Well, I was joking, Michelle, when I was talking about the TARDIS going to the ISS, and I said I don't trust it. And somebody asked me, why not? And I just said, some idiot's going to leave the door open, and that thing will fly. I will tell them, you do not come back until you get it. You go out there and get it. Before it goes to the sun, you will go and fetch it right now.
You video the entire thing.
Right.
Put a GoPro on it and say, bye. Let's see if you can go find the doctor.
It comes down to space junk somewhere. Hit some guy in Iowa.
I'll never hear the end of it.
No.
I don't know what's going on here.
I was hit by a little
I was just walking.
No, we should get the guys in England. Hint, hint. I know them that do the balloons that go up, and they did the Doritos commercial and all the other stuff. They were on Ancient Aliens and all. We could have the TARDIS just get flied up and over the Earth, and yeah.
And the balloon pops and it comes rocking down like a.
I went to his wedding.
Build it and they will come.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's getting it.
All right. As we go on and insane, this box is not a TARDIS.
Okay.
This box has nothing. But if we're done with all of our TARDIS showing off,
Doctor Who,
I got a box
Doctor
to
Who.
open. If you would like me to open the box,
open the box.
Open the box.
You want to open the box? Oh, hold on, I got it.
Wait, what's that bit about open the box? You open the box. What's that bit? Remember that old show where you open the box? No, you open the box. Was it Looney Tunes or was it?
Oops.
Tiny Toons?
Sometimes it was like, so you open the box.
I think it was Daffy and Porky.
Might have been, yeah. feels like there's a
opening my
bunch of
box
that version.
faster than Dave.
With a converted refrigerator box decorated as such. Ooh.
It's being stupid. Hold on, let me see if I can just make it.
And you're right, Susan. Our condolences. We mentioned it earlier, but our condolences to the family of James Earl Jones and everybody.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm just
Going? Why are you not going? Why? I'm having a slight issue here. It's not connecting properly.
Have an issue? Here's a tissue.
Let's do this. It's not camera. Unless I did. Ah, that's why. I see what I did. There we go. There we go. There we go. Clicky, 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 clicky. Let's go. Zoom that over there just a little bit. There.
We got Ancient City Con and rather massive iHeart Radio Music Festival in Las Vegas this weekend with my birthday on Saturday.
Oh,
happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
You're gonna be at Ancient City Con, so we'll be. I'll mention that at the end of the show.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. No, that's a better view. All right. What I don't have here is my address.
Shut.
We will never let that drop, Christian.
Shut it. Maybe I want people to come to my house. You don't know.
He gave it to me, and I can't even remember the address.
You may have no friends.
I have no friends.
Come stalk me. Here's my
Take me
address.
to the airport.
Exactly.
Doxing myself.
Hey, come to my place. You help me clean. I did that once too.
Anybody an Uber driver? I need it.
All right.
Anyone in Vegas?
I'm not even sure what is in here. This is not the box. This is clearly the extra packing. Ah, yes. This is Kinfire. And these are a variety of 1- and 2-player games from Incredible Dream. I'll open one of them up. That's 1. And there's 2. And there's 3. And there is also a Gentle Rain. A cozy game for one or more minds in need of a soothing reset.
So is that the box for the Bat Box?
This is the box that this would have been like the display box they just used as extra packing. All right, so what? I'll open this, but I should open one of these Kinfires. Do we have a preference on which one I open? I have Callus Lab, Vainglory's Grotto, or Scorn's Stockade.
What was the first one?
Callus Lab.
Yes.
I was going middle, yeah.
All right. Dave, what do you call a pair of scissors with only one handle? I have no idea. Literally half a pit. So this is I mean, I just now use it for post, but it actually did have a second bit, but it wasn't designed to be able to take apart so that you could like put it in the dishwasher. They're technically kitchen shears. All right.
Also does circumcision.
This is again by Incredible Dream Games.
It wouldn't be celebrities coming to my house. It would be celebrities.
And in all likelihood, I'm going to play one of these later tonight on my channel over on youtube.com/therathole DOTCA.
They made a childproof.
It's actually a really good quality box, and I'm just like I don't want to wreck it, but it's bigger than I would wreck. But yeah, I'll either do a Gentle Rain or one of the Kinfire delves. So here's your rule book.
Oh dear Lord.
Zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So it's not a terribly large thing. It's 22 pages plus the covers, but they're small pages. Player's turn. Attempting a challenge. Step 1, play a skill card as an action if you want. Achievements. Yeah, that's just straight up an ad. Step 2. So yeah, there's not.
There's cool drawings in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail in here, but there's not a lot of difficulty. So this, I'm looking forward to this being a fairly easy to do game.
I'd be the best guinea pig for that.
Hey. Proof of purchase. It's always entertaining that they put those in. But you got some tokens. Again, these are good quality. Like, this is good quality. These aren't thin.
Is it like what we had in the 80s, the actual stuff that didn't break?
Yeah. You got a bunch of custom dice. So we've got 2 different kinds or 3 different kinds? 2 different kinds of dice here. So this one's got triangle, a square, and an octagon, like a diamond.
Jim says, wait until you open it up and see the cards. The artistry is great.
Oh, did you get this, Jim, or did you see it on like Melanie's channel? Because I know Melanie from Mel's board game room also got some of this, but I was away. So but yeah, and then this one's just got some symbols on it. So again, it's just depends on what your game is, and a D10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Roland Word Forger, a true friend. Like that. Yes, that is amazing. Amazing art. Let's crack this sucker open here.
Crack it.
Crack it.
Crack it.
Release the Kraken. I'm gonna make sure these have friggin'.
Make sure they're appropriate.
Crack it. So there's this one. So these are all character cards that go with this character, clearly. I don't know what any of these cards do, but that's okay. But the back of these cards, and I'll show you a different character in a minute, but
holographic, nice.
It's got the foil embossed.
Ooh, shiny.
Super fancy. And here's Valerie Helmsman. And I'll just.
Jim says Mel. I guess yours.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that she got the same pack or a package with similar things in it. He said I just wasn't home. I came home to this, and there's the back of that one.
Okay.
Shiny. Ooh, shiny.
And these are just other cards. So this is the back of them here. And then this is
Tom's about to go squirrel on us.
Squirrel!
More shiny stuff.
There's so these are different challenges that you can do. Monsters,
Husk,
combat,
Husk. Heard somebody calling my name.
So this is kind of neat. I am already really liking what I see here. Without having opened up the rest of it, we'll open up some more here though. So yeah, like I said, if you pop over to my channel, the Rat Hole DOTCA, here on YouTube, I will probably be playing either this or A Gentle Rain later tonight. I just need to pull my head out of my buttocks. I've had it's been a very long day. I had a very long photo shoot a couple hours out of town and got in just in time to do, the show. So here's more.
Okay, graphics on that. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Reminds me of old D&D.
Yeah. The anomaly.
Ooh, I like that screensaver.
Library, gravesite. So yeah, I've got all sorts of different these are obstacles, some puzzles.
There's no alternate world key.
Yeah, something. Events, stolen essence. See, it looks like statuses. Way. Callus grows angry. Oh. These, again, not knowing what these are, completely blind. This one's got UV spotting on it.
Ooh. Okay.
It's just getting shinier and shinier.
And then same with this one here.
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Just have to get the right angle.
Yeah.
Ooh. Got like a dragon kin kind of thing.
A peace dragon.
Yeah.
Well, what it looks like, they have eyes. Like it looks like a cat. On the jacket. If you look at it closely, it looks like a cat where the jacket part is.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So yeah, I won't go through all the rules or anything like that. Ooh, there's some different art on the back of those exhausted cards.
Yeah, that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the back of a card, right? It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
the attention to detail. Like they paid attention.
Yeah. So this is Callus Lab, one of the 3 Kinfire Delve games. I took them in the bag, so yay, somewhere to put all of these tokens.
That's smart.
Yeah, right.
Ladies.
I'm really excited to dig into this more. Their website is kinfirechronicle.com. There's even a nice little QR code.
Oh, okay. He wants to know. Ursula wants to know if you're going to do a Doctor Who related board game episode.
If you go back into, actually, if you go to my channel, you'll just find there's a series of them. But yeah, I've done a show on Doctor Who board games almost every year that I've been on this show, around the Christmas time, and I try to do all of the different games as things come out. This year there hasn't been a lot of new games. Even the Doctor Who role-playing game, there's only technically been 2 releases that are technically this year, and I haven't received them yet. Oh, look, balloons. Apparently this is the well, I mean, that's your heart, right?
What was that?
Where did that come from?
Heart.
More shiny things.
The heart, there's the heart, and clearly and this must be for balloons.
What program are you using?
It's just built into. It's built into.
I hate to see what other hand gestures.
There's a few
that
other
hand gesture do.
But yeah, there is a whole. We've done a whole bunch of episodes on Doctor Who games. There will be more this Christmas. I haven't talked to Christian about this, but I'm thinking what I might do is just an episode on Christmas games. Not even Doctor Who games, just holiday games. Because I do every year from American Thanksgiving, or as the rest of the world calls it, Thursday, until Christmas. Rathole.ca is all holiday stuff.
A Canadian Thursday.
Yeah. So if you go to therathole.ca/Christmas, you will find all of the last 7 years worth of Christmas reviews, videos, articles, columns, all of that sort of thing. Therathole.ca/Who has most of my Doctor Who reviews. Both of those pages are having some technical difficulties. Nothing virusy or anything like that. Just changes in protocols, and they have to get rebuilt. So please excuse the formatting on both of those. Mm-hmm. But those are a couple of things. There's a ton of great Doctor Who games. And some I've played on here, some I've not. And then, like I said, later tonight, I'll either play this Kinfire Delve or a Gentle Rain. I suspect it will be a Gentle Rain because I'm insane today. Welcome to me being slightly manic. Oh, look at the picture.
We're all a little mad here.
We're all mad here.
Speaking of madness, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and end the show. We just again, thank you, everybody. 30,000 subscribers, 1 million views out there. Don't forget, this is your last chance because the end of this week is Ancient City Con. You can get your tickets at ancientcitycon.com right now, September 13th to the 15th, and at the World Golf Village Resort, Renaissance Resort in St. Augustine, Florida. We'll be out there. Dalek Hal will be out there. We'll be housing a special. What are you doing?
You bumbling boobs.
We're a little mad out here. So if you want to go and see Dalek Hal, he's going to be out there all weekend, and we'll be hosting a panel Sunday afternoon. So make sure you come out over there. Again, tickets are on sale now, ancientcitycon.com. You could also look it up to if you need to stay at a hotel. I think all the rooms may be sold out. I'm not exactly sure, but get your tickets now. And we'll see you out there this weekend. And that's it. That's all we got for today.
Just to answer Artful Dodger's comment, the 31st, which is New Year's Eve, would be the Tuesday after Christmas, Christmas Day.
Yeah. Joy to the World.
We will definitely be doing a review on that day. I don't have my idea of what the heck's going on for Christmas just yet. There's a good chance that we might actually end up doing a live watch party for that. We did for most of the season. If I am available and they release the time and it is a reasonable time, then I will happily do that again. And we can get together, watch it on our own TVs, and chat about it here in the comments.
In our pajamas.
Yeah, exactly. Feed the algorithm and all that. So that will be a thing, Artful Roger, for sure.
And to feed the algorithm, don't forget, as 30,000 you already did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That's how we keep going and keep growing out there. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We'll see you for the review of Idiot's Lantern next week. Don't forget to say goodbye on the way out. And speaking of which, when we say goodbye, Tony, in just a moment, take us out. But we got to say goodbye to Rose. Good night to Rose. Good night, Rose.
Night, Rose.
Good night, Rose.
Bye-bye.